I'm here with Kieran from Acquia. He is the Technical Director of Business Development over at Acquia. And so, Kieran, can you tell us about some projects that you're working on currently at Acquia?
Well, a lot of time, what I spend my time is training our sales team. Our sales team is probably on its way to 50 people right now. So we're talking to hundreds of Drupal people interested in evaluating and using Drupal every day. And so it's really about finding out what's going on in the community, finding out about all the innovations, finding out about all the industry solutions that are emerging, and then training people to be able to tell those stories about what's been happening in consumer packaged goods around Drupal, what's happening in media or newspapers and things like that.
You guys have been growing like crazy, sounds like, at Acquia.
Yeah. Well, Drupal's really popular, and I think we've grown along with it, and particularly on the sales and marketing side. So yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you've seen Drupal evolve over the years?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have maybe a little different perspective in that when I came to Drupal, I came with the intent of seeing Drupal grow to a $100 million economy or bigger, and I think we're well past that now. But it's gone from sort of just a group of friends online, who loved the interesting challenge of working together to a real thriving economy. We've gotten to the point where we take for granted that we've basically been able to change our lives to revolve around Drupal in every aspect, in terms of our friendships, going to weddings and things like that, and watching people have babies, and people getting married at DrupalCon in Chicago and stuff.
I saw the proposal online later.
yeah. So it's great.
So when did you first get involved with Drupal?
I got involved in September, October of 2004, and so almost 7 years, or going into my 8th year now.
That's impressive, for sure. So what could you tell us about, maybe what's one of your favorite parts about Drupal?
Well, it's definitely the people. I mean, it's that passion of wanting to solve complex problems and working with people together, and it's the freedom. I mean, having worked at big companies and only being able to work to some extent on what your boss told you, to see that people can have this really fun, creative outlet where they can go and really want to solve a problem, and they can bring as much passion and time as they want, and nobody's telling them what to do. And then you just see how brilliant people are, and you see how people come to rely on each other to solve those problems. It's just I think it's almost like an evolution in humanity in many ways. The level of connectivity and problem solving and collective intelligence is amazing.
Drupal is the evolution of humanity, you heard that here. And so if there was one thing that you could change about Drupal, what might that be?
I think it would just it would be to work on make Drupal.org much more representative of the people who visit it. So I want everybody who wants to build a website or is thinking about building a website to get everything they need on Drupal.org. And I want all the developers who want to work with other developers to have the most perfect tool set that they could ever imagine, and everything at their fingertips. And I hope one day, we're still creaking along and just sort of lightly building the scaffolding on Drupal.org to make it work for the community. And I hope one day we'll be able to have the resources to have a lot of people full-time making Drupal.org the most awesome website in the world.
Yeah, it's definitely come a long way as it is. But thanks a lot, Kieran, for your time today. I'm Kendall Totten here at the 2011 Drupal Business Summit.